Yo, what is good people? Yes, we are back at it again. And I know it's been quite a long time, but this is 24/7 Boxing on your Don't Listen podcast. And man, do I have a guy to talk about today. And I just took a while to get to him, but make no mistake, he's one of my favorite guys to watch. And, you know, let's just throw a little known fact out there. The guy is an undisputed champion. Looky here, undisputed in the light middleweight division. Okay, so, you know, if you don't know who I'm talking about Jermell Iron Man Charlo. All right, Jermell Charlo. Now, if all of you could do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get those numbers up, good people. And I'll definitely appreciate it. You understand? So, you know, me and my son, he's my executive producer. He said, yo, Pops, we got to do a 24/7 boxing. I said, you are right. It has been a while. And I was like, who you wanted to do? So I gave him a list, and he picked Jermell Charlo. And I said, that's a hitter right there. We definitely got to do one with this brother here. He is, like I said, undisputed champion in the lightweight division. You know, only one defeat, one draw. You know, this is one of those boxers, I believe, that don't get much credit as he deserves. Now, when I say that before about guys, I meant it. I say that about him, I mean it. And again, I throw this at boxing. Why aren't you promoting your guys more? This is definitely a brother that should be promoted more. He is an undisputed champion. And on my channel, we don't get into the gossip, good people. We do bios. So those bios will include some video as well, not just me yapping, because I want you to see the boxer's greatness. And, you know, let's get into a little bit of his bio. Jermell Devontae Charlo is an American professional boxer. He is currently the undisputed super welterweight world champion, having held the WC title since 2019 and previously from 2016 to 2018, the WBA, the IBF, Ring Magazine title since September 2020, and the WBO title since May 2022. His identical twin brother, Jermell Charlo, is also a professional boxer and undefeated world champion. As of May 2022, he is ranked as the world's 10th best active boxer, pound for pound, by the Ring Magazine and TBRB. He is also ranked at the world's best active light middleweight by TBRB, BoxRec, The Ring, and ESPN. Now, they got him ranked as 10th on their pound for pound list. I have him ranked a lot higher than that. Number one, because you can't put guys on a pound for pound list, number one, that is not top 10 a world champion, in my humble opinion. Now, if a guy is underneath of him and he got a nice record and everything, okay, he's great and everything, but how you gonna put a guy that don't have no titles, don't have bigger fights than Jermell Charlo, and like I said, undisputed over him in the pound for pound list? Miss me with that, okay? Jermell is the younger than his identical twin Jermell by 1 minute. Both brothers are graduates of Elite Hastings High School in Houston, Texas. How about them Cowboys? They began boxing when they started following their father, a former boxer, into the gym. Jermell graduated to the elite level on the amateur boxing scene after 2 years, winning a bronze medal at the 2005 Junior Olympics at age 15. So the brother been putting in his work and putting in the work since a young fella. He is in the mix. Stop playing. He
does some damage. There it is. There it goes.
And that one didn't loop much, and down goes Smith. 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm not sure he's got no legs. He has no legs.
You okay? Can you go?
It's over.
Can't do it, man.
And here's a fighter. Give it up for Charlo to be sure, but here's a fighter who did not give himself the best chance to win tonight.
And you know what? In a sense, Barry, this result, only the second knockdown of Smith's entire career. In a sense, Jermell Charlo is a little bit cheated here, because what are people going to remember? Well, it was a substandard Smith that he beat, and that's really not fair to Charlo. He did what he had to do.
He did.
He ended his amateur career with a record of 56 wins and 8 losses. He began his professional career at the age of 17 in December of 2007 with a 4-round division win over Corey Somerville. On April 19, 2008, he stopped Jesus Valerio in 3 rounds after scoring an impressive round TKO over Dwayne Jones in June. Charlo added the names Rodrigo Valerio and Dion Nash, TKO in the 4th for Valerio, and a win in the 6th over Nash before the year was out. In 2009, he scored a shutout 4-round decision over Juan Siriano on February 28th, got a decision win over Carlos Garcia over 6 rounds, and TKO Federico Flores in the 8th round on June 26th. Defeated Vardan Gasparian in 6, and then finish up the year with a 2nd-round knockout of unbeaten prospect Abdon Lozano. Charlo scored a sensational 1-punch knockout of Chicago's Chris Chapman in the 3rd round. Chapman's only previous loss was a 6-round decision, 2008 Olympian Demetrius Andrade. But he was no match for Charlo, who controlled his awkward opponent for most of the fight. In the 3rd round, he landed a flush straight right hand to Chapman's chin and knocked him out at 1 minute, 22 seconds. With his win at the age of 22, Charlo had a record of 17 wins, no losses, 8 wins inside the distance.
Before we get to the opponent, because 154 pounds even, his team wins coming.
Good luck.
Charlo has, but I give him credit for trying to hang tough.
Oh, down goes Botai.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And Charlo scores the 3rd round TKO victory. The towel was also thrown in previous to this fight. Botai had been given a standing 8 count, but was not knocked down against Giuseppe Margiotta in the 1st round. So
Things went south for Botai. The left hook, a terrific punch. When he throws a left hook to both the body and the head, Paulie's getting great leverage on that.
And also a lot of that is because he threw that setup right hand. He didn't put anything on the right hand. He kind of stuck it out there like a jab. What that does is it cocks your hip. towards the other side so that you can get more leverage on the hook. If we get another chance to see that replay, you're going to see he doesn't put a lot on the right hand. He kind of snaps it out, almost like a jab. What that's doing is it's cocking the hook. He just snaps it out, and then he gets weight on, and manages to put all the weight on his left hook. And once that hook landed,
demonstrated about how short that left hook was. It was not a looping punch and got the leverage you were talking about.
Exactly.
On June 8th, 2013, Charlo fought former lightweight contender Demetrius Hopkins. 33-2-1 record with 13 knockouts and a close back and forth affair, with Charlo controlling the action in the early rounds with his aggression and power shots. He defeated him by decision 115-113. Charlo's next fight against 34-year-old Jose Angel Rodriguez in a scheduled 10-round fight at the BBB&T Center in Sunrise, Florida. Charlo won the fight in the last round via TKO. Okay, so at the end of the day, the brother's in the gym. That's his early years, you know. He did his thing. You know what I mean? He's an Olympic bronze medalist and was undefeated in his most of his career, with only one loss and one draw. And he avenged his loss and his draw, good people, because the man don't play. Lions Den, stop playing with him. Okay, let's watch some video.
In with his trainer Ronnie Shields and the canine. Charlo trying to close the distance, and he does it effectively with that right hand, making an early statement. And the canine got bit. I think if they would spar, they'll never fight each other. They should maybe switch the trunks up and put the other guy's name on. Another big shot. Knockdown number 2. And Bundridge, the water gets deeper. Good left hook, and Bundridge in trouble, and Charlo is on the verge of a title. 3 knockdowns. The dilemma, if you're Bundridge, if you stay outside, you get eaten alive by the jab. If you do that, you get knocked down by the right hand. Number 4, and it's over. Referee has seen enough. The new champion.
Not this guy, Jermell, you know, is one of those boxers to me that just don't get enough attention. You know, being though he's an undisputed champion, you know, this is what I don't like about boxing. You got guys that's out here that make the sport just what it is, and they not getting the exposure they deserve, not just by boxing, but mainstream sports. They got a guy that do boxing here and there. They talk about it here and there when a big fight's coming up, but it's something that should be promoted more, in my opinion, in order for it to keep up with the UFC, in order for it to keep up with, you know, other fighting organizations. I think boxing need to get with it. It's not 1919 anymore, good people. It's the 2000s. And you need to promote your athletes to keep the sport relevant, to keep it popular, to make it more mainstream. You need to promote your guys. And I definitely think Jermell Charlo is one of those guys he ain't under the radar. You know his name, but just people need to talk about more, because undisputed champion, number 1. All his fights are good. He be in the kitchen cooking. What you want? Potato salad? Here's some for your face. Okay, you want a slab of ribs? Goddamn, we do it well down here in Texas. He do all the cooking you want. The man is a tactician in the ring. One of the best. Got a great trainer. You know, what more can I say? what more can I say? He had a fight coming up and he got injured or whatever and he couldn't do the fight. But that was definitely one I was looking for. He's one of the best out there today, good people. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise, because if they are, they full of yeah, that. They full of that.
Ball, protect yourself. Touch gloves and go back to your corner. Come out.
2 undefeated.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's do a rundown. Real name, Jermell Charlo. Charlo, my bad. Butchering the man's name. Nickname, Iron Man, stop playing. He is an Avenger. Okay, the weight is the light middleweight division, super middleweight division. Height, 5'11". Reach, 73 inches. Stance is the orthodox, which means he leads with the left, good people. Boxing record, total fights 37, wins 35, 19 wins by way of knockout, 1 loss and 1 draw. And like I said, he came back and avenged both of those and made it look easy the second time around. Because the first one, to me, that loss wasn't a loss. So I think he got robbed, in my opinion. And, you know, the draw, I think he won that fight too. So at the end of the day, they need to stop playing with Jermell Charlo. Let's get into some more video.
Argentina. He weighed knockout. Please welcome the WBC #1 pounds.
But it doesn't look his main where he's trying to, in preparation for that fight. He was very bouncy, constantly looking at his feet. There's something, his leg's gone. There's something wrong with his back leg. It's completely gone.
Well, that was a loss of balance. The referee and Charlo just stepped out of the way and down he went. And
I was really looking forward to this fight. I thought it had all the ingredients to be fight of the night, even though the main event should be a crack. I mean, his leg's gone here. This is embarrassing to watch now. You know, it's embarrassing in everyone's part. The ref should be stopping it. The doctor should be stopping it. His corner should be stopping it.
Well, this fight is now
in a few rounds to Charlo, even though, you know, everyone can see it's from injury. It's still a 3rd or 4th round TKO, and you know, it's just hard to see where he comes back from here and where he gets another opportunity.
Say potentially he does fight the winner of Golovkin-Canelo to try and sell.
All right, good people, we are back. And, you know, let's get a little bit of some more of his professional career. He began at the age of 17 with the 4th round decision win over Corey Somerville on April 19th. And he stopped Jesus Valerio 3 rounds, won over Valerio. Rodrigo Valerio, TKO in the 4th. Dion Nash won in the 6th round. Decision win over Carlos Garcia in 6 rounds. Juan Soriano, 4-round shutout decision. 8th round, defeated Vardan Gasparian, like I said before. Okay, he is the man. He is the man. Let's see here. Okay, Charlo faced undefeated WBO light middleweight champion Brian Constano on July 17, 2021 in Texas. In a showdown for the undisputed light middleweight championship of the world. competitive fight between them ended in a split draw, which what I said, I think he won that fight. You know, the scores was crazy. And like I said, I don't know what these judges be looking at sometime, but he won that fight. The result was controversial. Yes, it was, with much attention being brought to Judge Nelson Vasquez 117 to 111 Charlo card, which was described as terrible by Andre Ward in the post-fight press conference. Charlo commented, "Honestly, I think it was a closer fight than it seems. Somebody had it like 117 to 111. It was kind of a large range." That, you know, when the fight was close, okay? But when you get such a disparity in the way that the scorecards are coming out, because remember, you had one guy, 114, 113 for Castano, and then you had 114, 114 even. You know, what this guy seen 117, 111? Where did that come from? So at the end of the day, man, some of these judges I don't know what they was talking about. And Jermell Charlo said it himself. On the card that he won, the score was a lot closer than it was. So the brother is an honest brother when he's talking about the boxing. And, you know, he's just a good boxer, man. I don't know what else to say. Let's check out some more video.
Protect yourselves at all times. Right now, we're going to call right here under the letters, under the everlast. Right here, we're going to call under the letters right here. All right, tap it up. Let's go.
Steve inside of Centeno looking to unleash some punches. As Charlo chase him down. Big right hand. Two big right hands on the chin. And oh my goodness, Charlo puts down Centeno. And this one may be over. Oh my goodness. This one is over. Jermell Charlo is a very, very bad man. And once again, he demonstrated that tonight. There is his brother, Jermell. Oh my goodness. Talk about decapitating knockout power.
Okay, we are back. And, you know, what more can I say? The guy got the names. He beat three world champions to be undisputed. He beat names, the people that would fight him, because believe it or not, a lot of people didn't want to jump in that ring with him because he know they would have got some of that Texas barbecue splashed all over their face. And down there in Texas, they like to put it in the smoker. So when you're in that ring, you're in the smoker, slow cooked, mixed up, and pushed out, okay? And Jermell Charlo, brother, got hands to make you understand. Stop playing, okay? I would say right now on my pound-for-pound list, I believe I got him at 6, I believe. That's my pound-for-pound list, some pound-for-pound list that I made up myself. And guys that I like. And, you know, honestly, I could put them up higher than that. But I did a quick list. I don't know if I have it in this video, but if you look at some of the other boxing videos that I have, you'll see where I have him ranked. And like I said, he could be higher, honestly. And again, I also think he is one of the best boxers we have in the world today. Hands down, one of the best. So I don't need to say no more. Definitely gonna say less, okay? And, you know, this is what I got about Jermell. And this is gonna be my final thought on Jermell Charlo. Get well soon, my brother. Hope your injury is healing well. Hope all is well with you. and keep doing your thing. You got a lot of naysayers out here, you know. But over here at 24/7 Boxing, we recognize greatness and we speak on greatness. You are a great boxer, my brother. So keep doing your thing and stop worrying about all that noise you can't control. Because that's all it is noise. You understand, brother? Keep doing your thing. This has been 24/7 Boxing on your Don't Listen podcast. And yes, we was talking about one of the best. You know what I mean? In there with all the rest. Stop playing. Jermell Iron Man Charlo. Ooh, with the Lions dead. Stop playing. Deuces. We are out. Enjoy your day.